Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of The Cross. My name is Chase, aka Lyrics, and I'm the host. For those of you who don't know, make sure you guys like, follow if you're on YouTube or TikTok, subscribe as well. We're gonna get into today's topic, so it's gonna be a very short topic. I'm sorry I've been away from you guys. For a few weeks, I had a family death in the family, so obviously we never like to see anything like that or hear anything like that, but life happens. But I'm so glad to be back with you all in today's topic. So today we're going to talk about the NBA trade deadline has been approaching. We had two massive trades so far that are really worth talking about. So first and foremost, we have James Harden getting traded from the Los Angeles Clippers to the Cleveland Cavaliers in exchange for Darius Garland and a second round pick. A lot of rumors have been coming out that Harden was the one trying to initiate this trade, but then it comes out Harden didn't even ask for a trade. So a lot of people now are looking back at the Clippers and just wondering like what's going on. You guys said that Harden was trying to facilitate a trade, and it comes out that he wasn't. So who's really telling the truth in this situation? And we also have worth noting in this situation that Harden had to do two things for this trade to have to be for this trade to get done. He had to waive his no trade clause, and he also had to waive his trade kicker fee. So in his contract, if he gets traded, he would be owed 15%. So he had to essentially waive that to be able to get moved to Cleveland. So Harden must really want to be in Cleveland and think he can win. And honestly, I can see that because with him pretty much kind of trying to carry the Clippers, with them being the oldest league in the team, oldest team in the league. I'm sorry about that. And for them to also have to keep going, in and out with Kawhi out the lineup, and Harden hasn't really had a lot of help. I can understand him being tired of it, but isn't the first time Harden's left a team in 2 years. For those who know basketball, so it's really interesting scenario to look at. But it's also worth noting that both Harden and Donovan Mitchell, this is the first time we're going to see Donovan Mitchell get help. Donovan Mitchell and Harden will try to recruit LeBron in the offseason. There's rumors about that as LeBron and the Lakers relationship is pretty much fractured, and going to free agency, he will most likely will not be returning. So let me know, guys, what you think in the comment section below about this James Harden move, and everything about it. I think it's a good move for the Cavs, considering that they have a window, a 2 year window, really with this team to do anything, and they haven't done anything in the past with this team. So I think they've already went all in, so it makes sense to go in now. For the Clippers, I don't really know. I mean, you're paying a smaller point guard who's also kind of injury prone and young, in his young stage of his career. You're paying him 39, 0.4 million. I don't really know about that. So, and then we're going to talk about the next trade worth talking about. We're going to talk about, so it came out news today. This is the breaking news for today that Anthony Davis, Dante Exum, Jaden Hardy, and D'Lo was traded to the Washington Wizards in exchange for Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Malachi Brennan, Marvin Bagley, two first round picks, and three second round picks. So this is a massive move. Washington had been calling around to see if they could get some bonus, see if they could get Cat, and they finally end up landing a big in AD. So I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, Washington, they're trying to do something because now they have Trey Young and AD with that young core. Maybe they do something, they stay healthy, but this is probably the best Wizards team we've seen on paper since Bradley Beal and John Wall, I would say. So we're gonna see what Washington can do going into the off season and just seeing what they can put together because they might be able to be a play-in team. They stay healthy, maybe playoff team. So we just got to see how that all goes. Let me know, guys, what you think about both of these trades. There's been a lot going on. So the trade deadline is fast approaching. Let me just know what you think about all the trades in general. And this has been your boy Chase. I am out. Peace.